The payment processor industry continues to experience growth, fueled by worldwide transaction volumes and the migration of paper to digital. But within that growth, there will be rebalancing of revenue sources and dynamic changes in the global payment landscape. How do you know what the right decisions are to maximize profit growth? CT Global's Profit Analytics for Payment Processors not only helps you understand the global payments landscape, it helps you reshape it. Profit Analytics for Payment Processors gives you insight into true cost and profitability across all dimensions of your business. And it lets you model future business and product scenarios, so you can quickly improve revenue and profit growth now and for the future. Profit Analytics for Payment Processors is powered by SaaS Cost and Profitability Management, the world's most comprehensive and powerful cost modeling solution. SaaS CPM accurately incorporates all your organization's costs to measure the true profitability of every product, channel, customer, geographic location, and other relevant dimensions of your business. SaaS CPM incorporates all data sources, including external economic and demographic variables. Its high-performance, in-memory, scalable architecture gives you real-time results, all of which can be visualized and analyzed using SaaS Visual Analytics Explorer, the premier reporting and analytic environment for exploring data. Let's take a look at how Profit Analytics for Payment Processors can help you navigate the dynamic global payment processing landscape. We'll start with a sample dashboard view. The dashboard is organized by functional tabs: Management Summary, Transaction Summary, Product Profitability, Geographical Analysis, Merchant Profitability, Channel Profitability, and Scenario Analysis. The Management Summary provides high-level KPIs and other reports of interest to management. The information you see here is derived from a cost and profit model running in SaaS CPM. Without this underlying model, it would be impossible to report this type of all-inclusive information. Product Profitability also uses output from the SaaS Cost and Profitability Management model to generate its analyses. The meter on the upper left shows the total target and actual net profit margin for each product. Card processing, payment gateway, online shopping cart, virtual terminal, and merchant dashboard. You can see that the product margin ranges from 10 to 3%. The GeoMap on the upper right shows margin by location. The size of the bubble indicates the number of products that are in use. The color indicates the margin. The tree map in the center left side of the dashboard provides a visualization of the total relative cost for each major process: data center operations, backroom operations, and so on. Next, let's take a look at the lower left, cost by product and process. This provides contributing process cost for each product. You can drill down into the details for each process. For example, here you can see that backroom operations has 6 components: facilities management, finance, and so on. The first column with the numbers shows the percentage of total cost for each component. We can see, for example, that technology makes up 65% of the total cost of backroom operations. We can then drill down into the resource cost behind the cost of each process and view the cost details from each of 7 categories: people, data, hardware depreciation, insurance, software amortization, transmission, and utilities. We can drill down even further to the breakdown of the actual people cost by job family. Now let's take a quick look at the comprehensive underlying SaaS CPM model used to generate our analysis. On the right, we can see different assignments of cost from process level to combinations of product, channel, and so on. The dollar values under driver cost represent the amount of cost contributed by each allocation. We can look at cost by different activities such as open accounts, close accounts, settle transactions, and so on. For example, we can see the assignments from settle transactions to different combinations of product, merchant, location, channel, and so on. Once again, the driver cost column shows the dollar value of each specific allocation. Let's move on to the Merchant Profitability tab. The chart on the top provides profit margins for each merchant in descending order of profitability. The bars represent the total profit margin for products carried by each merchant. We can see there are 4 merchants that are losing money. If we drill down on the bar chart, we can see that merchant number 6 has 5 different products, and we also see the margin for each of those products. Now let's look at the GeoMap. The size of each bubble represents the percentage of target met for each merchant. The color represents profitability, with green being profitable and red being unprofitable. Looking at a linked report from the GeoMap, we see a table that displays the profitability of merchants in each location, in descending order of margins. We also see total revenues and costs, including a breakdown of cost by each process. Business development, data center operations, backroom operations, R&D, and risk. The merchants losing money are highlighted in red. Now let's see how scenario analysis can be used to improve profitability. This report shows backroom operations cost for merchant number 4, who was the least profitable merchant. We see from the table that this merchant's support costs are very high, 50% of IT application cost and 62% of IT hardware cost. The company identified lack of training as the root cause of the problem and provided additional training. The resulting cost improvements are shown in the last 2 columns. As you can see, technology cost went down from 65% to 55%. IT application went down from 30% to 25%. And the IT hardware cost went down from 32% to 24%. Let's take a look at a linked report that shows revised margin after training. The highlighted row shows that Merchant 4's margin improved from negative 3% to positive 6.81%. Now let's take a look at Profit Analytics for Payment Processors' robust forecasting and predictive modeling. Here's a forecast of transaction volumes. As you can see, there are 3 possible underlying factors, but only one, population, was used in this forecast. The correlation analysis on the left validates this choice. Transaction volume is significantly correlated only with population. Now let's ask what if. In this case, what if the underlying factor, population, were a different value? Scenario analysis allows us to assess the impact on the forecasted measure. As we increase the trend line for population, we can see how the forecast for transaction volume changes. We can also do the reverse, use goal-seek analysis to determine the change in population that would be needed if the transaction volume changed. As we've seen, CT Global's Profit Analytics for Payment Processors, powered by SAS, gives you effective, proven analytics to help you discover the true cost and profitability of your business. Gain insight into today with robust analysis, and plan for the future with accurate modeling and forecasting. Email us at info@CTGlobalSolutions to find out more information about how this game-changing solution can benefit your business. Don't just understand the global payments landscape, reshape it with Profit Analytics for Payment Processors.